Yeah, Joey. Oh, yeah. Nice. Better, Joe. Okay, my boy. It kind of came and went through the round, but this one's a bit too deep again. Okay, we got to get out of those knees. Get yourself more balanced on top of your legs. Okay, that's a little bit sitting. And then obviously it creates a little bit of movement here and there, and the balance point's generally slightly out. Um, yeah, I can really see yourself turning a little bit flat there. Okay, just a little bit flat. All right, but that's because of how you stood. Okay, so nice set. Okay, again, we've just got to keep working on this club face. I just can't set it there. We've just got to set it somewhere there. Oh, somewhere there. Okay, it's just too open. There's just too much work to do. Okay, nicely on plane. Still the face is too open. Everything else is good. Leg work very good. Face wide, 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 wide open. Swing plane, sequencing good. Legs are trying to work, but the face just too open. And you see how the body stalls to try and get the club to catch up. And obviously on this particular one, it looks half decent, and the shot was half decent, but the chances of doing this repeatedly and at high speeds are just not good. And then most importantly, with the way you do it like this, if the hips stall like that, okay, there's not enough lead in the shaft, so you tend to hit the club about a club and a half shorter. Even though it goes straight, it'll go a club and a half shorter if you hit it like that. Okay, you can see how high that thing launched. Okay, look how high that thing launched. Look at that thing. Oh, that thing's launched like a pitching wedge, maybe even a gap wedge. Okay, so that one you got the club square, which is fair, but the way you did it, okay, doesn't really help us. Hey, my boy, thanks for the game. As always, okay, great stuff. Quite a lot of good stuff. All right, we are this close. Okay, you just got to keep pushing through, right? Short game that we did on Wednesday, absolutely outstanding. Okay, absolutely outstanding. Just brilliant execution, visualization, and then figuring the right shot. Absolutely loved it. Super happy with that. Okay, bunkers were good as well. Putting is getting much better. Okay, obviously the alignment is there. That front nine, I felt like you kind of were reading the putt and kind of lining up, but you weren't deciding on speed. You weren't really dialed in on what is my speed, okay? And just taking that little bit, again, an extra second longer, okay, but it was better on the back nine, right? You must keep doing it even in practice rounds, okay? That's the only way you develop your touch. Okay, and obviously you're going to be playing golf for a year. Okay, the only way to develop your touch is to try, make decisions, visualize, feel, okay, and then execute. When you execute right, you're obviously learning a bit. When you execute wrongly, what did I miss? Look around, what did I miss? Okay, so make sure you dial in and focus. Okay, don't waste time being out there. Okay, anyway, swing wise, obviously very good, particularly the driver. Okay, 3-wood is close. Okay, obviously sometimes we're still a little bit open face with that 3-wood. We've got to get the face a little more closed and square to my shoulders. But shoulders and feet are lining up beautifully. Swing plane looking good. Right, a little inconsistent in the setup. Okay, some of them you start to get a little bit deep again. They weren't all there, nice and tall and balanced and strong. Okay, but it's obviously overall better, but keep an eye on it. Okay, and then again, the two major things, right? Obviously, that club face is so open at the top, open coming in. Okay, and then the hips they have to stall, okay, to allow the club to rotate, because the club's got to rotate 90 degrees in a very short space of time. Okay, so obviously we can't keep firing the hips there, that ball's going to go off at like a tangent, right? So we've got to get the face square at the top, close it down earlier, then we can keep firing the hips. Okay, not only will the club face be square, okay, but we'll allow ourselves to have some lead in the handle. Once again, with the face open, we can't have lead in the handle, the ball's going to go way right. Okay, So the one that you had on 15 that came out a little bit lower, hotter, but straight right, that's the one we're after. Just with a better club face. Okay, and the work has to be done here and here. Okay, even delivery there is too late, and obviously impact is way too late. Okay, so you can see in that video, a lot of good stuff, everything online, except face open here, and then from there, hip store, hands do all the work. You got it square, but because of the way you got it square, no lead in the handle, just launches straight up in the air. Okay, it's just not quite flush enough. Obviously, and more importantly, okay, to try and do that repeatedly over 18 holes, whatever, week in, week out, is just so, unlikely. It's just not going to happen. Okay. Right, so same things we're working on, just keep plugging. All right, the rest of the stuff, super, super happy with.